Thughuzaniya. Boo. Grand greetings and abundant blessings to us all. I definitely go by Baba Lex. Welcome back to the channel. And thank you once again to all of those of you who continue to support the channel. Before we kick off nice and swiftly, beautifully on this beautiful Friday evening in Johannesburg, South Africa, the 24th of October. Where has the time gone, guys? Listen. Wow, such a beautiful time to be alive, such a beautiful time to be available. I feel alive. And how do y'all feel? Huh? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, the people in the back, and also those of you who have been putting in the work, I see you. We see you. But also, once again, Siguchelile, we told y'all that it's about to become Van Wilder. 2025 is going to be the year where you should feel alive. Hence why my whole theme for it is 2025 and I do feel alive. I mean, it's been a theme because, guys, there's no thing, or there's no truth rather. Shout out to Dr. Delbert Blair. May his soul continue to transition in power. There is no truth until you decide what truth is. Okay? Shout out to cult member. Once again, this is not about cult membering. Also, this is not intended for any racism of any sort. We do not condone that. This is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Remember, as you can see, melanin costs more than gold on the stock exchange. And we are headed there, okay? But before we even get there, I would love to just, once again, just say thank you to those of you who are putting in the work for yourself and yourselves. Let's just say that one more time for the people in the back. I don't think y'all actually recognize what we're saying. Okay? Thokozini, and congratulations to you for making it this far. Let's go. Come on. I'm just, come on. You need to give yourself a hand. Give yourself a round of applause. Don't stop. Don't stop giving yourself a beautiful round of applause, because the round of applause is what is able to give you your own thank you. Right? You should be able to thank yourself before other people give you thanks. If you're the one who's still waiting for people to give you thanks, based off of what you are meant to be doing as a grown adult, especially, then what are you looking for? I'm asking. Before we continue, before we get started, I definitely go by Uber one more time, please. Thank you guys for being available. Thank you. Too kind. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. And also, I want to say thank you to all of those latest followers that we've received. Remember, we're not here to accrued followers. We're here to continue to show the way, because there's ways to get to the same space. However, there's ways that will block you if you don't accept truth. Not truths, or your truth, or her truth, or his truth, or them, theys, she's... it's truths. No, your truth. Your truth is for you. And then truth itself is what you call universal law. Okay? And this is also in my book, The Law of Attunement Teachings, as you can see in the bottom there. Well, in the middle, that beautiful dark melanated child. Wow. Look at the eyes. Look at the hair. 9 ether curling up. We're going to be speaking about that. Please don't hesitate to jump onto the panel. And then also please share. Please do. And also just tap you can tap the likes. It's for free. You don't have to send a gift. I'm saying please just tap so we can bring up the algorithm. As you're aware, these type of content, it tends to get blocked by the powers that used to be. They were only power because we gave them power. It was also power because they know how to usurp melanin. They know how to harness melanin. This is why it is more than gold. Whoops, 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 whoops. Baba Lex, really? Really? Already? Yes, that's it. That's the truth of the matter. Okay? Why would you either hide something or occult something? Remember, occulted means hidden. So whenever you occult something, you keep it for a select few in order for them to benefit on or under or over the pretense of others, meaning their suffering. You glorify their suffering, or you make their suffering cool. Remember, poverty porn. In Africa, Tinala, we're so used to poverty porn, excuse the language, but this is for entertainment. Corn, poverty corn. Let's use that spell, corn, from now on. Lara's portal, please log that one. Poverty corn. Poverty corn is where you see African babies. Bill Gates has been a major key player in actually bastardizing what Africa is and what it looks like in the people and us and how powerful we are truly. Okay, you see flies on children's mouths. And educational purposes only. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. What I would love to do is exactly, yes. So what a wow. What is that? What a wow. With that being said, I would love to bring in the Lighthouse Portal all the way from Maui, Hawaii. That is Queen Moderator. But before you come on, please make sure that you've shared it while you're just doing the introduction, as we definitely had our frequency beforehand. And then just also give us a few of where you would love to direct, especially the discussion portion of this beautiful teachings, and also share it. So this is all the way from the Lighthouse. Beautiful Friday. 9:28 a.m. in Maui, Hawaii. Currently, yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. As she just enters the room, I just wanted to see where who is Nation Business in the building. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much for registering. I really do appreciate that. I actually spoke to one of my brothers in the flesh today who I started working with in 2020. And he was like, man, you don't understand how much your words just changed my life. But not only your words, how much you continue to be a physical feature. Whenever I see you in Randburg, like Randburg lap, you're looking glowing. You look like you're glowing. Togozin. We are blissful to have the Lighthouse Portal and Naila all the way from Maui, Hawaii. Togozin, how do you feel? And welcome, Queen Moderator.
Aloha, aloha na mea, aloha, eo, mea ne'e, eo, eo. Thank you for having me. My name is Anela. I am the Lighthouse Portal, and it is definitely an aloha Friday in Maui, Hawaii. Thank you for having me today. Aloha Nation Business. Aloha, brother. Mic check. Oh, there we go. Aloha. Okay, we're back. Can you hear me? Mic check. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ili, ele, kilo.
Who's Nation Business?
Kilo. Who's Nation Business in the building?
Wow.
How you doing? I hope everybody's doing good. It's been a while.
Aloha, brother. Yeah, I'm doing amazing. I'm right here, right now. The present moment is the only moment I'm interested in. So we're grateful. We're breathing. The sun is out. Absolutely stunning. How are you, brother?
I'm doing good, thanks. I can't complain.
Continue, Lighthouse Portal, and welcome, my brother nation. Welcome. You such a blessing to have you in the presence in the building. Please, can you share if you don't mind? But also, I know if you have some questions before we kick off. But once again, I know you know most of this, but there's also going to be things which are going to surprise you as per usual, Lana. But for one more time, thank you so much for being here, brother. You're amazing. And let me give it to Lighthouse Portal just for the next 2 to 5 minutes. And then also, when if you want to just say a few things, because also don't be scared of speaking truth, because remember, only truth is truth when you decide what truth is. Thokozi.
Oh, mahalo, Lex. Leke, thank you so much for the beautiful introduction. And our presence is felt and appreciated, loved. I'm really grateful about the subject that you have going today for the subtopics of melanin ancestry, melanin and humanity's future, and life experiences with melanin. And I would love to just open it up with the frequency of just knowing the sun is here in our heart as well as outside, touching our skin. 𝙒𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗. The sun is in my heart. I love that melanin is all frequencies of light, even those not of the sun. I love that melanin is a semiconductor of all frequencies of this light. I love that melanin harnesses energy and information, much like a leaf or a flower or a tree, in photosynthesis, in complete right relations with the sun. I love that melanin liberates. I love that melanin is grounding, anchoring, healing, vibrational, felt. Melanin to me is truth. It's magic. It's absolutely foundational. And 𝙒𝙘𝙘𝙘𝙧𝙘𝙧, dark skin magic is, I'm passionate about it because I'm a rainbow personally, so we have access to an unlimited possibility of these colors. Some fun facts. Melanin is currently approximately $511 per gram on the market. That is 10 times more than gold. Can we have a clap for that? That's crazy. What the fuck? Anyway, melanin technology, powerful. One of the most powerful biopolymers on Earth. One of the most powerful absorptions of light, shielding DNA from damage, neutralizing free radicals. So, 𝙒𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗, the sun is one of my very best friends, and we have a lot of chats, and I'm just grateful for this. Thank you, Lex. Mahalo.
Thokozi, absolutely stunning. Lighthouse Portal, you always are available to just give us a diff perspective. Remember, you'll just tell us, Uguti, when remember number 3's subtopics, your life experiences with melanin, and also there's different types of melanin. So we'll get into that. There's a lot of things which I'm going to be sharing on the screen. So please stick around. Also share. Shout out to 𝙒𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗. Welcome. Please share. And then also, especially those of you who on a Friday night are used to being outside, but you're in that moment where you want to work on yourself. You're not finding your quote unquote your tribe. Your tribe is found by your resonance. The resonance comes from your ability to work with imelanin yako, your melanin, because your own melanin is not only in, and I'm talking with the ones of us who have not only surface melanin, which is there's 3 types. Okay, so before we get in there, I know Nation Business wants to just give us a little bit there. My brother, do you want to give us a little bit there? It doesn't matter where you want to start, but so if you want to jump in.
I really didn't have anything to say. You put me on the spot, but I've I've lived with melanin like my whole life. I cannot think of it as an I cannot think of melanin as something that's external. I've always been one with my own skin, so I've never really took myself out of my body to experience, or rather witness, melanin for what it actually is. And it's actually crazy that it now it sells more than it costs more than gold. In what form though? How do they? So if I were to buy some melanin on the stock market, right? I don't really understand how I don't understand how it's for sale. Can you explain to me, please?
This is something that can be found easily just researching on the internet, so I don't want to flag our, you know what I mean? So what I will do is I will allow Lex to say as much as he would like to about that. But yeah, there's things up on there, and I don't know exactly how that all works either. I just find it very, very interesting, fascinating, and also, oh my God, that they can actually not only harness but sell the energy, which is melanin. That's just like holy shit, you know. This is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you, Lex. I'm gonna say something over here in a different language for a moment. If you have anything else that you would like to say or a different question, brother, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna go into just for a moment. Kapu okala loko ako pu'uvai. Name ola okala kapu. We are sacred sun beings, and we are not available for any disruption of our frequency. E Allahu omana noiva aleva kakuhi vinoi piha. Eo. The sacred sunlight beings. Okay, one moment. Do you have any other questions, brother? One moment while we have an interlude of reconnection. Mahalo.
Where's everyone at? So silent.
Hi. No, I was just asking you if you could hear me, if you had any other questions. And
Oh, yeah, I'm
this is
sorry.
something that TikTok does. They'll just pause the live, you know.
Oh, I fully
They'll see
understand.
things that are important, you know. This is normal. Back.
Talking about the energies, the past 2 days have been like, I've been feeling a lot of those. Like, it's been really crazy. What is the reason for it?
Are you asking why the energies feel a little bit wild?
Yeah, I'm asking, is there maybe a planet that's in our orbit or something? It's really been a crazy past 2 days for me.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Beautiful question. Beautiful question. Whenever I speak certain keywords, that's why key spells. That's why sometimes in Tendaguti, wow, let me slow down, let me change it up. Because Yazguti TikTok, they don't allow truth. So what you're asking now is real truth, nation. And please expect a few glitches here and there, but guess what? We don't allow it. This is why we have a beautiful queen moderator, because she's able to anchor energy for us. So what you're feeling is what they're calling the three-eye atlas. Okay, I don't want to speak about three-eye atlas because they also spoke before that about a comet known as Oumuamua. I don't know if you've heard of that. Yes or no?
No.
Nope, nothing. So in terms of astrology, how are you in tune with your astrology? Yes or no, or maybe you starting.
I acknowledge it's for what it
Acknowledge.
is. Yeah.
Okay, so you acknowledge what exactly?
Astrology as a whole.
Oh,
I don't take anything from it, and I
okay,
don't have anything to add.
I know. Siyabonga bafo, and welcome to Siyabonga. Funny enough, Siyabonga means we thank you. So what I'm saying is now, what is a planet? What does a planet mean to you? When I say, bafo, the planet Venus is the planet of love. What does that mean to when you?
Um,
There's
to
no
give
right
you,
answers, eh? There's no right
yeah,
answers, ne? So yeah, kululega bafu. There's no wrong or right. It's just
yeah,
so that you can get yourself, and then you can see where you at, and then we can build.
you have
So
to allow me to think though,
no stress, no stress, no
and yeah,
stress, no stress.
please bear with me because I'm learning how to speak. So
Okay, okay, okay,
you know,
okay, nation. No stress, brother.
um, you said Mars, right? Are we talking about Mars or what?
You can talk about whichever planet you Okay,
Oh yeah,
so
so
okay, yeah, go for it.
whatever planet is the planet of love, I think that's because of it resonates on a frequency of love.
So instead of saying Mars, say Venus. Remember, women are from Venus, men are from Mars. Mars is also linked to Aries. Venus is linked to, do you know?
I don't know. I'm really clueless. Teach me.
I know, showcase. So I'm just trying to give you some things which you are tied to. Do you know anything of because remember all of the ancient functions have been, let's use the loose term, bastardized, or they've been made loose and have been taught back to us. Thina, kwabantu. So you as a melanated being hold all of the information through the cosmos, which is why we're here speaking of melanin. And why does it cost more than gold? When gold is what? It's the most highest. And also this is what we based our monetary system off. It was based off of gold bullion. But then guess what? Other Europeans did, and then the Western world did. They took all of our gold and then gave us paper and then said that's got actually value when it doesn't. They're actually taking our trees, which have more value than that paper, because it's what you call refining. Whenever you refine something, you take away its essences and then you bring it down to one. It's the same as alchemy, turning lead into gold. So lead is a certain structure, but through certain vibrations, so sound, okay, certain light, especially, okay, so light, sound, and then one more, a frequency, either fast or slow. A frequency is the wave and trough. Do you know the sine wave? You know that wave that goes whoop?
Yeah, yeah.
That is like a heartbeat. Also, is a sine wave. Everything in life is measured by a sine wave.
Okay.
Todd, you get that one?
I get it.
Sine wave is also born into sin, because it's sin, right? Sin. It's a wave. This is metaphysics now.
I hear you.
So a planet is not a physical thing outside there, because you can't go outside the firmament unless you are a different frequency. Those different planets. Yes, sir. Continue, sir. Continue.
But it does exist though, right?
Of course, that's why we're speaking about it.
Okay, so tell me more.
No problem. So as we're saying, the resonance, the frequencies, these different planets are also in our vessel, our structure of our body. Aries, the first in terms of, let's look at Western astrology, 𝙭𝙗𝙗 African astrology, because, or cosmology, which is first, because that will confuse you. Let's work on what you know now. So Aries apparently is the first, right? So that is around March 21 into April, right? That's Aries. So Aries is also the head. It leads. It's a masculine energy, an Aryan. If they say this guy's an Aryan, a lot of Aries, ask them if there's an Aries. Most Aries by default have a lot of courage, but when it's not harmonized, it becomes arrogance or confidence. Those things become the equal opposites. You see what I'm saying? So we're working in our shadow selves as opposed to being our highest selves. So those planets in different parts of your body, Taurus, which I am, okay, in Western astrology, I work from the green chakra. I'm F. Ntanduba outside. So someone who's an earth person will have those traits of grounded nature by default. Not to say that they don't express others. Remember, you're a complete being. If you're a soul that's been in many lifetimes, you've mastered different aspects of the way you came in. So when you are born, everything is aligned a certain way. So your spirit will enter a new body, a new vessel, and a new mind. But your soul is old. Young Todd, are we together? That's when you get programmed by now your parents, the teacher, guardian, school, social systems, money, to push you away from your essence, to create what you are here to create, to live in what I put in my book, The Law of Attunement, your purpose, passion, play, your triple P's. If you're not living through, or you're not doing your passion every day, you're not doing your purpose. Therefore, you're not able to play. Remember, the opposite of play is work. So people go to work to create their passion through their purpose. But the purpose is off because it's a purpose which is given to you by the system. It's another mother, which is aka Matrix, because Matrix also means mother. That's all. But it's an artificial mother. Are you with me? Are you still there with me? Shout out to Nation Business one time for asking these nice, tough questions. He also did say that he takes his time to just think, and we're not going to bombard him. So I feel like Nation Business can think. If you want to talk, Bafo, you can always unmute yourself. You can interrupt. You can interrupt by all means, because you're highly intelligent. Intelligence is not what you know. Everyone can recite 20 books. I used to do that. That's why I have seemed to know a lot about a lot of nothing. But how do we put that nothing into something? Hence why I wrote the book. But it takes steps. And so these are the steps we're taking. And especially when as soon as you admit and accept that you are where you are because you've been taught by people who don't know, then you'll be in a better place. Because you can accept that they don't even know. So then who are you going to blame? It's like saying someone hit the ball and then it hits you. You had a cricket match. Someone hits the ball for a 6, boom. You're looking this way, it hits you in the head, bang. Are you going to blame the person who you're talking to that, why didn't you tell me? Or are you going to blame the person who hit the ball? I'm asking. Thokozini. Lighthouse Portal? Lighthouse Portal? Oh, sorry. Continue. And then afterwards, Lighthouse Portal can answer that or take it from there.
So my thing is, I look at life in a perspective that I think that everything that is reality or whatever that is, whether it was created, it's a system or what, I think it should be here. It serves a purpose. You know, I'm not trying to escape, nor am I uncomfortable. If this is what I have to experience right now, then so be it. You know, hence I don't really like to have opinions about stuff, even though I know about it. I would rather just say I don't, you know, so I can learn it again, and I get to experience how other minds think, you know, because we are part of a hive mind, my bad. We are part of a hive mind. So I actually enjoy listening to you guys speak, listening to you guys teach, because you're like doing what you love. And I love people who do what they love. I just resonate with it. Yeah, that's all I have to say before I start yapping. That's my little 2 cents.
Hey, Nation, you've always been that person, online. I don't know if you're aware of this. There's those beings who sometimes umoya will just be like, listen, talk to that person, or sees, but once again, for me and for Lighthouse Portal, we're not here for money, bro. If we're here for money, trust me, I'd still be doing IT. I'd still be doing cryptos. I'd still be acting a clown. But impilo, ne, it's life. Impilo is so. And thank you so much for admitting where you are. But guess what? The more you are doing what you do best for you, you are resonating. All I'm asking you to do is don't give the same humble nature or gnosis to those who don't know, because they will stray you to the wrong space. Just like you said, you listen to us. Sometimes those who allow you to be with those ones. I'm not saying that that's us, even though that's what we always been doing. It's what I've also been doing for myself. But at this stage of the game, like I said, you will always learn something. Lighthouse Portal, please take it away, Queen.
Wow. Okay, mahalo for both of you for your frequency. And this is definitely an Aloha Friday. We are in we are in our feelings, but we're not trying to escape. I love that you said that, brother, because not trying to escape is one of the first universal laws of the ancient code of Lemuria, which is love your body, love where you are now, so you have a place for the aspect of which is the creator inside of you to live and to flow and to dance and to be here now in the most presence of yourself, in the most present moment. That is where the access to the creative energy gets to flow and express itself. So having reverence for where
2
you are
seconds.
right now.
Yeah, just 2 seconds.
Sorry.
Le, like you said, the prefix le. Le ngesiZulu means this. Le means this ngesiZulu. Thokozini, continue, just to give some more context. But then also our different indigenous languages, especially ours, Lana, Xhosa, Sepedi, Sesotho, Xhosa, the whole design, yonke into, the whole thing has a vibrational resonance with your tongue. And that's why even you say when we speak, it sounds like we're singing. Even when you speak Olela Hawaiian, hence why we're shooting the documentary Aloha Meets Ubuntu, coming out in 2030, guys. It's a 3-part series documentary. And this is why, because we're bringing back resonances through our tongues, but this also speaks to our melanin. Thokozini, continue.
Oh, I love that you said that, because the frequency is what created the light. And ua nui nui aloha mele kai vai la'a kukui piha mele pu'uvai. It's like a rainbow of love music that goes through your seawater and your holy interior water, and then radiates that light full of the heart music. And so that's a message from Mother, and she basically is saying, as long as you are being in your authentic frequency and being here now as much as humanly possible because of the programs that we're releasing, that is where you tap into the most potential of your melanin. Ooh, let's go. Absolutely stunning. So the more humming and singing and being who you are in your innate vibrational frequency, whether that means singing and humming or not at all, just you like to just maybe move your body and then find your voice later, that's fine. Anything that you can do to move that energy through, because I will give you the code of Lemuria. Le is love the body, Mu is love the contrast, Re is love the experience, and then Ah is love and allow the completion. Love and allow the completion. So we're in a herald of a new beginning right now, a remembering. Some people call it a great awakening, in which we are in a complete transformation and renewal. So sing your song. I will say it loud and I will say it clear. Hoakavai mele ʻealakai aloha pu'uvai. Sing your song loud from your heart. Let that heart frequency find its way to your na'au, your sacral, your belly, and then send that up to your brain, and then send that out. Send that out as a song for us, please. Ayo. Screen change. Nation Business, your comment 2030 and some tears. Is that a relevant year for you, brother?
Yeah, I think I'm looking forward to seeing that documentary. That 2030 is really far.
Oh, but time is different now, and it is extremely multidimensional, and all previous timelines are collapsing into the now. So don't worry about it, and just be here now and do your thing, and everything happens as it should in the flow of that, because the present moment is the only moment that there is, and it will come before you know it, and the best is yet to come. And just, yeah, we're in the now, though. Now we're nowing, as I like to say, in the great now.
So Lex, what's your take on melanin?
Sukuluma manje. All right. Thank you so much. Once again, I am so grateful and I feel graceful. Today I've gotten the most sun since we hit spring or New Year to our New Year in the Southern Hemisphere is the 23rd of September. That's why usually they say we have a lot of jacarandas. Those are those purple type of flowers. Jacarandas, those of you who don't know, that's medicine. You can also harness that purple, which I've already done. Also dry them and make some teas. It's the same thing, but just different. You just don't know. Why do you think bees go for them? Cool. Even when they're on the floor. Right, Nation Business? You see that, right? The jacarandas, the purple trees. Okay, so I think Nation Business does know that. So let me continue. So in the front there, I've just changed the photo up top there. Shout out to Modie. Okay, thank you. Shout out to Shireen. Please continue to share if you do enjoy this content. It's just going to help the algorithm. Right, so I researched because, remember, we want to see if it's actually on the stock market. It's all goes in. So now I went to go and check. Just look at there. Just a search randomly. Melanin stock price today. Today meaning today of the 24th, literally today of October 2025. For those of you who watch this on the replay, please, on the YouTube channel, where the likes, where the shares, please continue to give us on the way to the road to 1K, so that we are able to do more on the channel and also give more free resources. Just check on the playlists. There's a lot of free resources as well as my own. Before the book comes out, that's going to be definitely the energy exchange for you. You're going to have to pay for certain things there. But it's not going to bleed you out. But once again, we have a lot of free stuff. Wow. Yeah, I mean, while this monetary system and everything is disappearing, we still got to handle ourselves. But once again, I'm an avid faster. I don't have any cravings. I don't have any 7 deadly sins. I don't have any lust. As a man in my masculine frame, I wish I could show you the photos. I'm looking exponential. Maybe I'll show you at the end of this, but once again, you guys can check the photos, check the growth. We are available. We don't hide, because truth is stranger than fiction, but also more disturbing than the lies. But those one of us, like my brother Nation Business just said earlier, you know, it's confusing because there's so much taking place. There's so many people saying, hey, we do this, you must take this, take that. Take this, take that, go there, go that, do this, yeah. Patlala, do. Nope. Number one, keep your money in your pocket. Number one, there's already free resources. Who's the ones giving you free resources? Because I was the same way. Because we are all born into not knowing, number one, the power of melanin. So, as we speak, and as you guys can see that AI overview, let me read that to us. Unless, Lara's Portal, would you like to read that to us? Or is the bottom going to be a bit challenging for you? Should I continue? Lara's Portal?
I can see most of it, and I can probably figure out what it says at the very beginning where it's cut off.
Read to where you stop, and then let me then continue.
Okay, beautiful. So we're looking at the stock price for Melanin today, and it says there is no public stock price for a company called Melanin because melanin is a naturally occurring, and then I can't read the word, not a company. While there are chemical suppliers.
Done. You already did it. Just read that top piece again. Just,
Okay.
and then we're gonna move on. Just because this will lead us into it. The rest you're reading is that's dust. Now they're talking about synthetic melanin. Its price varies widely based on purity and quality,
Blah,
such as around almost $2,000 for 1 gram a bottle of synthetic. Okay.
Whoa. So
Listen.
there is
No,
no
let me
public.
write that down so that we can reference it instead of coming back to this slide. So what does that say over there? It says you guys, everybody read that there. Nation Business. Even if you want to read that there, brother. Scary hours.
The beginning is cut off, so I can't. Does it say 1817.41? Is that correct?
Yes. 1817.41 for 1 gram bottle of synthetic product. They call it a product.
That's crazy.
Did you write down that number so I can reference?
I did.
Later.
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely, I did.
Okay.
You're good to go.
So while there's no name of melanin on this stock market, however, it's still being traded. Whoa, that looks like to me someone's getting undercut or someone doesn't know what's happening. I don't know. Did you? If everyone's cutting a deal, should we not by default know what our functions are, where we're going to be getting this melanin. That's a very good question. Where are we getting? But it's synthetic. Okay. So how do you create something which is of the cosmos? Bliss, Linda. Okay. We're going to continue because apparently you can create melanin synthetically. No, you can't. I say right now with my chest. No, you can't. Don't you ever try and do it again. That's a recolonization. Stop it. Don't you ever. You cannot create synthetic melanin. What you can create is something that looks like. It's what you call mankind. There's different kinds of men or beings walking. They're bipedal, but they don't look like you. They got two legs, as in bipedal. They could have a wolf face. Anyway, let me not go too far for that one. Nation business, you still with me with that one? You still with me over there, my kingship? Nation, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here, man. I'm listening.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Is there anything that, since you're on the panel nicely, brother, and we respect you, is there anything that confused you thus far before we continue about over there, before we go on?
No, not yet. I'm just curious of why did y'all find this so interesting that y'all made it the topic of today,
Well, number one, first and foremost, can you see the price of synthetic melanin? How much was that number again, Laras Portal? 1,000. I'm talking about these dollars. Do you have these dollars? Okay, just say it louder for the people.
17. So $1,817.41 for 1 gram of synthetic product of melanin. Whoa.
Please convert that to rands. Please, Laras Portal. I'm sure you can just minimize quickly, and then just convert that to rands. That 1,800 converted to easy randela, just so that we can have a bit of a. In the meanwhile, my brother, can you see what I'm saying? The magnitude, but I'm doing it in lockstep so that we don't get it blocked by community guidelines. 𝘼𝙘𝙝.
Yeah.
Educational, entertainment purposes only.
Now that we know what we know, do we think more of melanin or what? Because these are just numbers, though. More of melanin or what?
Beautiful question. I gotta get. Remember when thina lana emzansi ungudaki angithi.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, okay. So maungudaki, why do you feel like Tina Botaki we are plagued by things like diseases like high blood pressure, especially abazali and abomdala. So like our mothers, I was born in the 90s. Okay, so I don't know about you, nation, but back then we never used to chew as much synthetic, but now uguti when are you eating so much synthetic stuff, you don't even know who you are because it's another species or another entity or another thing which is trying to destroy your melanin. Remember, we're also going to get into where chemistry comes from. Chemistry with the CH. Chemistry comes from with the KH. Chemet. Study of melanin. Because it's the highest molecule. It does everything. And I'm going to show you now. It's not me. I'm going to give you all of the photos. Togozin. She's back.
I have that number for you. Are you ready for this? Wild.
Yeah, with rands.
Okay. Ready. Yes.
What,
Get ready.
Per gram. Per gram.
Okay, let me know when I have the mic, and I'm going to state this fact nicely.
Okay, Unga pause. You can pause for now. I just want a nation business to just finish his thought, and then we can take it from there.
So I'm just waiting for y'all to make the point, So I'll just listen. I'm very good at listening.
Thank you, my king. Also, please become good at asking if you're confused.
Okay, brother.
Togozin. Okay, so with that being said, let me mute myself. Laras Poro, please take it away. Thank you. based off of this slide over there.
Okay, mahalo, and thank you, Nation Business. I love good listeners as well as good question askers. Mahalo. Okay, so here's our fact based on this overview. And the fact is $1,817 is what they're charging for 1 gram of synthetic product melanin. And now if we're to convert that to South African dollars, it's $31,300.55.
No, we say rands. We say rands. So say that again and say rands at the end. Yeah. So say the 1,000
31
converted to, yeah, continue.
Okay, sorry. Let me just start over. I'm sorry I disappointed you. Okay, so
No, hey, winner. Come on. Ain't no disappoint nothing. Continue.
Okay.
Thank you, love.
Okay, $1,817 equals $31,300.55 rand. Wow.
Per gram. Per gram. Listen to what I'm saying. Per gram. Some of y'all ting batin. You know, you get your liquor bit, your Zolo liquor bit, you know, little bit some trees, your 1 gram, whatever, it's maybe $20, maybe 1 gram, $50, cool. As in rands. That's your melanin. That's how much it costs per gram. The same amount, the same Zolo that you smoke. That's how much it costs. That's how much they pay for it. It's not me. This is online. It's right there. Do you now see where we're going with this, nation? Because we're going to continue.
Yeah, I'm following, Lex. Trust me, I'm here.
𝙃𝙚𝙗𝙗, I'm so excited to continue to share. Okay, so let me now swiftly move on to the next slide. The reason why I put that one up is because whenever I was doing my research, as you know, as an avid, not just, I used to once again only seek knowledge, but not know how to put it into practice. That's where I was losing, meaning that I was not healed or not becoming fluid. As my name says, Lex stays liquid. Right. So now, as we now starting to look at different aspects of this thing. Wow. Just give us a second. We want to move away. Just sorry, not that one, guys. Boom. Whoops, wrong one. Melanin market size. I need the other one. Nope, no. Melanin market size. Okay, let's go to the melanin market size. Melanin market size. Oops. Well, before we get there, you know what? Let's do the melanin market size. And then we'll do the types of melanin because I was already there. We have our brother in the building. Beautiful 10, Mr. LJ. Thank you so much. Let me just get these things. I'm not used to like cycling through different types of okay, so that's the structure of melanin up there, and that is the stock exchange per grams. And you can actually go to that website. I'll show you the website. Tobela. 10, Mr. LJ, please send yourself an invite. Kingship. Please, Kingship. And also, please continue to share. Shout out to Mr. Ali Petla. You're amazing. Look how much melanin costs. Guys, you can buy this online.
I'm Lex, sorry to disturb.
No. Good. Continue, my kingship, please.
So, if I were to buy some melanin, right? What to use? What can I use it for? Does it enable? Can I like, as you said, I heard you talking about cane, right? So I can, what's the word I'm looking for?
No stress. Continue. Shout out, Mr. Tenalj. Please mute yourself for now, my kingship. Thank you so much. Hey, 𝘒𝙘𝙚 usijoyina lapha.
Oh, so does melanin have the ability to influence reality supernaturally?
Thokozini. Why is it on the stock market, my sir? Why is it 5 milligrams over there? You can see. Go research. Let me show you this where this you see this over here? This slide? Let me show you the exact company where it comes from. Let me show you right now.
Oh, so it has supernatural qualities.
Yes, but we're going to get to the supernatural. Let me show you why it's on the stock market first. Remember, we're doing the physical, then mental, then spiritual. So that we can see the full scope of why.
Yeah.
And then when you can make your own deductions, whether you can be ignorant, remain the same, that's up to you. Or you can continue and move accordingly. Yeah, you talk.
Actual.
This is the company, disgusting company. I don't like it because also I saw one of the people who are the major funders. They've got their number on there, guys. If you guys want to call them at the top there, you can see of the whole search. Look at that. Please look at that. That's wild. It's called 𝙃𝙚𝙡𝙥.com. That's one, right? But none of my bees works. +66 dash #######. Please, you're gonna have to watch this and witness. Look at what they do there. They even describe what melanin is. Its functionality, providing defense against environmental stresses, such as ultraviolet lights, oxidization agents, such as ionizing. So when your melanin is not functioning well, you're able to push these away. Remember, the children pre AMA 2000s, aka Generation Alpha, we never used to have things like diabetes in our communities. We never had things like high blood pressure. Never had things like skin diseases. Wait, what? You have melanin. Like you're a melanated being, but you have carcinomas, melanomas. A melanoma is a cancer. Cancer just simply means that you have too many parasites in a certain place. So it builds up a lot of mucus around it for protection. But that protection means that it feeds on protection because they're too weak to recognize the difference between their brothers, their sisters, and it's different. It's different genders inside your body, so they don't know who's who. This is what I'm saying. It's also in my book. It's the same thing outside happening. A lot of confusion. What is a woman? No one knows now. I mean, not maybe here Mzansi on our continent we still fine, but that disease is creeping through. See? This is what degrades our melanin. Once again, it's not me speaking. Look there. This is you're going to see a few names where you're like, you know, this is top. Let me just so excuse me. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Once again, thank you to everybody who's on the channel. So again, you see that's the top, and this is the above bioscience.
Aloha. Okay, looks like we're having a couple of technical difficulties. We do not consent TikTok. How rude. While we're waiting for Lex to come back, I'm going to read out loud the different types of melanin and what their functions are. So we have eumelanin, which is eumelanin, and that's responsible for the dark colors in the skin. The colors black and brown were listed in the search. Number 2 is pheomelanin, which is PHEO melanin, and that is responsible for the pink and red hues in the skin. And then we have number 3, neuromelanin, which is only found in the brain. Again, that's neuromelanin. Number 4 is allomelanin, which is ALLO melanin. And that one, they literally had no information for. It just said, this is less common and not yet understood. Stunning. And number 5, pyomelanin, which is PYO melanin. And that is the associated melanin with the metabolic processes. And I found this to be fascinating. Can anyone hear me? Are we mic checking, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we did one.
Okay, beautiful. Do we have any questions or any?
Surface yet. I haven't even touched the surface yet. Oh, shit. 𝙒𝙚𝙡𝙦. Excuse me. Oops. Mic check, 𝙒𝙚𝙡𝙦. Mic check, mic check. That's like you guys don't wanna.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We can see you. We can see. Aloha. 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 Okay. Okay.
Apologies about that. Let me just make sure, just to show my face, just to show things. I don't think it's gonna like this even. I think it's gonna say, "Whoops, this guy's voice doesn't match the teachings." But this is what we used to. Also, we used to getting blocked out. Sorry about that. Lighthouse Portal. I forgot we left off. Also, Nation Business. I apologize. Please continue. We also have 10 Mr. LJ in the building. I know this is tough stuff, and wow, I can tell that they're trying to block me. I can feel it. But guess what? We counter this negative energy with love. Let me ask this negative energy. Do you have some food? Do you need some water? Amanzi, Pel. You know, it's like you need some loving. 𝙒𝙚𝙡𝙦. So please just tap in quickly where I was. Now I need to just recalibrate. And then also please introduce 10 Mr. LJ. And then also
Absolutely.
Nation Business.
Absolutely.
As per usual. And then also please keep sharing. Just tap the screen, just free likes. That's all good. 𝙒𝙚𝙡𝙦. Once again, we're not trying to get banned. Thank you, TikTok. This is for entertainment, educational purposes only. 𝙒𝙚𝙡𝙦.
Okay, so we can take it off of the screen. This really made them mad. So just go put it back on that nice child, and we're going to continue. Please, thank you.
Yeah.
Mahalo. And then where we were about to introduce the 5 types of melanin. So while you disappeared, I had read it off one time, and Mr. LJ asked me to read it again. So I'm going to describe the 5 types of melanin that we researched today and the different functions of these melanins as according to the internet. Are you ready?
𝙒𝙚𝙡𝙦, please continue. You continue, and then let the gents go through, and then I'll join back in. Let me just make sure that things in the background are fine, especially for Nina. Thank you, everyone, and please continue to share. This is very powerful, guys. Especially Tina Bagwantu, especially 10 Mr. LJ. This is specifically to you, my kingship. The work that you are continuing to do and your content. I want to send you something to help your content, but I'll do that maybe when my book does a few things, and then at least it's all independent. Not to say go to young 𝙒𝙗𝙗 and blah blah, because we see what's happening with this commission, guys. I was telling you in 2020, everything is corrupt. It's rotten to the core, but we're not here to shout. express yourself, which is what I love to do. But then let's make a solutions. Let's change. Talk us in.
Okay, mahalo. So I'm just answering 10 Mr. LJ's question, and then we're going to pass you the mic, brother. Okay, so we're going over the 5 different types of melanin again. And I would be happy to type these in as well because the spellings are kind of trippy. So we have number 1, it's eumelanin, which is EU melanin, and it is the one that is responsible for the dark colors, the dark pigment in the skin. They stated the colors black and brown. Number 2 is...
At the same time, you know what's going to be beautiful? Explain where you feel you are and also where you know where you want to head to, and also be honest. Talk us in.
Oh, okay. Do you? I'm going to finish first, and then I'll go where I am. Is that all right? Is that cool? Okay. Mahalo. Okay, so we were on pheomelanin, which is responsible for the pink and red hues in the skin. And then number 3 is neuromelanin, which is only found in the brain. And then we have allomelanin, which is ALLO melanin. That one is a mystery. It says it's very less common and not yet understood, which that's exciting to me. We're going to explore that more then. And then number 5 is pyomelanin, which is PYO melanin. And that one was said to be associated with the metabolic processes of the melanin. I am currently in between number 1 and 2, and also 3, and definitely 4 and 5, because I'm gold going towards, and I have the pink and red hues as well. And so but I'm mostly like gold and like accessing different hues of the rainbow depending on my my energy and the light at any given time, so at any given moment. And so that's quite fascinating to me, and we're really grateful to be here now. And we're passing the mic on to 10 Mr. LJ. Welcome to the panel, brother.
Good evening, and yes, hello to the lighthouse and who and everybody on the panel. I was eating. I was eating cabbage and a little bit of meat. So I was hungry. I was chewing most of the time, but I could hear what you were saying and so on. So yes, I wanted to get some more, but something said to me, "Hey, you've had enough." And it's like that power of the source told me to appreciate what I ate. So instead of going for more, I started appreciating what I ate, and now I'm fine. Very important topic. It explains why certain people would hate the black skin, and they also understand that when you don't understand the black skin, our fellow sisters and brothers cannot understand themselves, because we are the darker ones. And to translate some of these energies, our lighter brothers must benefit from us, because we are put there for the reason. However, I love this topic because for me, I came in late, of course, but for me, it gives me that picture that, hey, there are different kinds of soils. Even when you go around, you'll see that there's sometimes this reddish soil, there's this brownish soil, and different shades. And they are contributing to our space in different ways, but they are all soil. So I understand that the knowledge of how to work with these colors is important, because certain colors are able to connect with certain frequencies and so on. So I'm enjoying it, and I would love to listen to you guys expanding on it and yeah, sharing. But I'm excited. I'm clued up. I love the topic, and at the end of this life today, I wish that we would be equipped, how to use it to our advantage and so on, because we do know that color, like for instance, when you put a medicine in a bottle, they normally put them in brown color, and the brown that they use is able to preserve the medicine. So never make light of color, because color can also block certain reactions. So it is not a small thing, but we're supposed to use these colors of ours to our advantage. But they told us to hate colors, different colors than ours. So you could see that the racial battle, it is planned very well. Racial battle is so that we as humans will not tap into higher frequencies using our skin tones, because when you understand your skin tone you'll know how to use it and so on. So in short, yes, I'm listening, I'm enjoying it, and explore more. Let's spread the knowledge, and let's learn how to use it, to use our skin color to operate deeper in the spaces that we are in. Thank you, Lighthouse.
Oh, mahalo, Mr. LJ. Thank you so much for your frequency and your presence, and your energy is always welcome, and we do appreciate love your the balance between listening and speaking, the balance between being a teacher and a student, and being able to be both of those at the same time, as we are multidimensional. So we appreciate love, and we are in gratitude. Lex, over to you.
Sorry, Lighthouse. I can't tap the screen. I don't know how you put the screen. Normally, where we tap and make hearts, it's just a plus there. So, can you change the screen so that I will be able to tap love there and whatever? I can't type. Like, I don't know if it's me or is the setup of the screen. I do not know. Please, can you?
Okay, so just tap right under where it says host, just on the dark section there above Crypto Melanin. You can tap right there, and it should let you. Yeah, right there. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And when I want to comment, I can't see where to comment here.
Yeah, right down there it says type at the bottom. Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
It should be right at the very bottom there.
No, madam, I can't see where I can type.
Oh, you don't have. Okay, maybe your screen.
The screen change is different.
So you tapped something to make your screen change to where you can't see the comments. So you're going to have to kind of just tap around until you figure it out. I don't remember which one it is. Yeah, it's you.
No, now
TikTok, Tanya.
Thank you, Lex.
Guys, come on, guys. You.
Wow, 𝙃𝙚𝙡𝙦. I mean, wow. Guys, listen. TikTok ingathi yenza sibe clown. Khetha.
That's crazy. Hey, Khetha. Ezingayithuka manje uningithiya bro.
Ngathi ukuthi ngathi asiyenzi. It's like we don't know shit. Crazy world.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes. No, it's okay. It's okay. That takes place. But 10, Mr. LJ, Uyibonile, Kehla, did you find that thing? Did you manage?
No.
Okay.
It wants me to go out, and I don't want to go out.
Yeah, you see, even me now, when it's like, TikTok is, listen, the type of prompts I get, guys, I don't know if you get these kind of things, but I get weird things on my screen. I just need to screenshot them so I can show you. Let me share them like in a series. That's fine. But anyway, TikTok it's like that relationship that you can't leave, but you always keep going back for 15 seconds. None of my beeswax. Is that funny? Comic relief? Come on. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so the next one is over here. Before I kick on quickly, so that we can just boom and then bring people on so we can chat. Can I buy melanin? Yes, you can. Wow, you can buy melanin? What did he just say? There it is over there on the screen. Yes, it's called crypto melanin. There's a trademark over there. Just type on your Google, which is what I did. I just shaved it nicely. So, is normally acquired in a dried powder form. No, guys. Wait. Kulega, whoa. You got melanin in a dried powdered form? No. How do we even concentrate melanin? Okay. I know I'm laughing, but this gets very deep, it gets very dark, it gets very scary. Remember, we're also in the month of, at the end of this month, there's something called Halloween. Someone wants to chat? Sorry, guys. Guys, yes, if you want to talk, just let me know. The ones in the panel, y'all family. The ones on the panel right now, family.
I'm raising my hand. I'm like, wait the fuck a minute.
You're like, Bati. Did I say Halloween or what? Sorry.
There you go. Scare them. So, I have a question. Unresolved and unfelt trauma and trauma bonding, does that not crystallize into a dis-ease then? And is melanin not the solution for this? So for people who are trying to spiritually bypass with their body and just bypass altogether, they think they can take the fast track. They think they can go over and buy some synthetic powdered melanin for $1,000 million. You know what I say to them? Good fucking luck with that. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Good fucking luck. Unless you have a positive relationship with the sun and yourself, motherfucker, it's not going to work. Excuse my passion, but no. Nope. It's so liberating. It knows the honest truth of your frequency and your authentic energy, and it's not going to allow. That's not going to work. Nope. I said nope. Heva.
Absolutely stunning. That is absolutely glorious. Laras Portal, you always are able to just give us a little bit of a... That's why I love to have women on the panel. Someone said I was a womanizer the other day. I said, thank you so much for projecting your own problems. 𝙒𝙘𝙗𝙖 is 𝙃𝙗𝙗. I can't find him online anymore. You know, when you confronted with your own demon, and then when you have someone who's not gonna still perpetuate your nuts, it becomes a different story. Nation business, do you want to tap in before we go into the next slide? Can I buy melanin? It's known as crypto melanin. There's a trademark on there. Gents, before we move on, 10 Mr. LJ, Nation business first.
I don't actually have nothing to say. It all makes sense. I'll be sure to ask when I get confused. I'll be sure to ask when I get confused.
So goes in.
Okay. Also from my side, let's flow. I'm listening. I will ask whether, yeah, Butler's flow, yeah. I'm listening. It's deep. I will ask. It's deep.
Talk us deep. It's deep. Yeah, I know it's deep. It's deep. There's things which like you've always told me, which you learn from me, and that is humbling to be more focused. Simple. I know I'm a young man. That's fine, but can either be the drugs and they make gang, or young men's can be the ones who are like, nah, we want to grow trees, grow some plants, have community first, and then if there's women available, they will step for you, but not in a bad way, because guess what? A woman needs to be, a woman is crazy by herself. Just this is why podcast, and TikTok. This is education to take society. As soon as a child doesn't have a father, you are loved without you having to need a cool thing, without needing to have anything inside you to tell you that you are it. You're already it. No, but also go and ask or tell that you are it. Just be it. Guess what? I've seen most you as soon as maybe about right now. Yeah. You know what I mean? And this is what takes place in life. This is just a Jason. Lapo, glitch again. Lapo, glitch again. Let me reset, and then also, let me just see if I can change the photo first before it takes all the way out. Yeah, it's doing its thing.
Yeah, because I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all.
Also, me, I couldn't hear anything you just said. It sounded like you were like in a water tunnel, like a lot of cutting out. Like sorry, repeat everything you just said the last 2 minutes.
So yeah, good people. I think the disturbance of this frequency is we just need to stand our ground and allow our brains to collapse this timeline into reality in this 3D world. Color is alive. Color is not a dead thing. I've been practicing with my kids how to feel colors. With my eyes closed, I can tell the difference between colors when I hold them because of practice. We play that game. You close your eyes, and at the back, when we give you a red ball, when you grab it, you can tell that you are holding on red, and we change and so on. So yeah, me and my kids, we love playing that game, and it helped me a lot to see that there's so much power in colors. So when I hold something, I know immediately.
Hey, bro, you're such a good.
Every color speaks, and when we understand that, we can use it to our advantage as well. So yeah, Baba Lex, I think you back, eh?
Quebec,
Like,
Quebec, Quebec, Quebec. Please, I'm just setting up another one. Please continue. Thank you for being patient, kings and queen. Thank you. I'll be with you in 1 minute. Please, Quebec, Mr. LJ, you're on a very beautiful tangent, kingship. Then also, if you want to spread to the rest of the panel, and then I'll take over after. No stress. Let me just change the backgrounds.
sure,
Thokozini.
sure, sure.
Thank you, my kingship.
So when we understand that different soils, whenever you travel an area and there's a change of soil, when you enter the next area, it means you have entered a different territory. This is how anciently they could do your borderlines. They will do borderlines based on different soils, and so on. So yeah, when we understand that color speaks, color is frequency, then we are going to respect different colors. I might be first because of the blackness where all colors come from. But to deal with certain frequencies, there are different uh, skin tones that are required to perceive or to download certain information. You know, it's like how do I explain this? When you draw, um, we everybody can draw something on the paper, but some people finished work is better than the other. So when we understand that color has a way of giving you an advantage, just as in a physical, when you are white, you will struggle to say certain things because it would look like you are a racist. So the color influenced what you
We
can
say we
say
say we
and
say a
wow.
Caucasian or Caucasoid. We say Caucasian or Caucasoid. Remember, see, this is not about racism. Remember, we've been down for so long, Ketla, so let's just respect. But when it comes down to what comes down, guess who's going to be very nurturing? The
uh, okay. Yeah. So
they must continue, my king. Continue
okay,
for one
okay.
minute, ne? And then we continue.
Sharp, sharp.
Yeah, no,
Thank you.
no, we're going on. Yes, let's keep it flowing. Tagazin.
So you are able to preserve certain chemicals when you put dark color, and certain chemicals you can only preserve them with lighter color. So color is alive. Color is key. Understanding of color. Uh, where we are living right now, we are causing, it's like chemical reactions. Even now, us meeting, talking, it is a mixture. Creation is not a one-time thing. It is a continuous thing. So just as colors can preserve chemicals or reactions, in spirit world it's like that. So I love this. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun, and yes, continue hitting this. I'm loving it. I was just explaining my feel on the topic, and it's I'm loving it. I'm happy. Sure.
Mahalo, brother. Thank you so much for that I do appreciate love your frequency and your input as we let the new screen attend itself. Mahalo, Lex.
Okay. This is
Look
just the
at one,
next.
look at there.
So goes in. Continue. Continue. Continue.
No, no, no,
Continue.
no, no, no. You continue. I was looking for you. I was just checking if you're there.
I know 𝙃𝙗𝙖𝙗𝙗. So now over there, I'm just cycling through a few of these slides. I'm not going to keep loud there because the major one is the money slides, which are two of them. So where can I get melanin for the people in the back? There you go. Okay. All right. Screenshot that or just ask whatever Googles. I advise you guys. People say AI is artificial intelligence. One of my gents, I was like, boy, listen, Bafo, you said African intelligence. What? Man. Togozid. I don't know what that means, but that's the kind of AI I'm on. Togozid. For showcase. All day, every day. And then, let me just show you this one, guys. Where's this thing? Obviously, you can I buy melanin? From those of you, yeah, you know, I already put that one up. And then also, wow, this is going to be the end of it, but let me just put it over here. Guys, melanin cost on the stock exchange. I just did that. Melanin market size to hit USD 300 million by 2030. It says, as per 29 January 2025, the global melanin market size was calculated as an estimated 152 million. It looks like a B to me. Crazy work. So they fucked up like a 1.52.0 B million. Then in 2024, this is predicted to reach around USD around 300 million. Guys, what market is this? It's going to go into the darkest market. Child trafficking, women's cervix being removed, placentas of your wives. I don't know why they don't let the placenta chill for at least 72 hours after. I don't know if you guys don't know this. Birth doulas know this. What are they doing with that placentas? What are they doing with all of the George Floyds? What about all of the young children disappearing? Because also with melanin, that's within the body. Wow. So your organs have melanin. Okay, next. Listen, I don't know anything. It's a speculator, lad. Watch out. This is disgusting, if you ask me. Then, this is also just to help you. Which fruits are rich in melanin? Fruits with the highest melanin are ones with anthocyanins, meaning black. What does that saying go? The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Let's move on. Okay, can I naturally increase my melanin? Interesting. Herbal products such as green tea, turmeric, are rich in flavonoids, polyphenols, as well as increase melanin and provide protection for the skin. Okay, that's fine. Remember, we've established that skin melanin, most people get it, but those who are less melanin, it starts to look like also, you guys, not spots. What do face spots look like? Those cute things on girls' faces, guys' faces. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yep. All of those kind of angles. Yes. I'm sure she's gonna come on and let us know. I forget the name, but I'm sure Mr. 10, Mr. LJ. But I want to get through this quickly so that we can just get onto the discussion quickly. And then, sure. Wow. Michael Jackson. The condition. He had a condition known as vitiligo. Vitiligo pretty much was where your melanin gets eaten. I was asking, gets eaten by what? What is so strong that it can destroy melanin? Nothing. Which means vitiligo doesn't exist. Wow. You can breathe on that, or you can do your research further. Vitiligo does not exist because melanin cannot be made white. That is bulldust. Thank you, guys. We've just quickly. That was a psyop, which what they had to do was take his masters, take his money, go delve into what happened also with him and Prince. Prince, same, Whitney Houston, same thing. What happened with Diddy? Right now, this is for entertainment, educational purposes only. This is why I get banned, because I'm telling y'all the truth, and I don't give a shit, man. Scary.
Yeah, Lex.
Speak, please. Continue, my king. I'm going in. I told you.
Can you please elaborate on when you say vitiligo is not a real thing? I personally know people who actually have.
Do you know? Okay, no, you're right. Do you know their parasite count? Do you know what their parents or the parents did to give them 𝙬𝙬𝙧𝙦? How many 𝙬𝙬𝙧s did they get before they were like even 2 years old? All right then.
I don't know about that, but I just know that I knew them from when they was like fully melanated. I knew them before they had the white patches on their skin.
That's beautiful. Can you investigate for us, brother? That's a very thing. Like, I don't know if you're friends with them. Can you ask them, like, before that happened, what did you take or what did they give you better? I'm just saying, sir, you're going to be yeah.
They would be forward of me.
No, I'm just saying, if you want to be an investigative person, you ask questions which are, it's not to hit a person or to hit a specific species or a race of group. Hence why I keep saying that this is not about saying white people ain't shit or people of, no. But for the how long have we been, melanated beings been, apparently we're slaves, apparently So now, since we're gaining our power, just via knowledge, it's now a problem. It's a threat. That's my problem. Why are we a threat since we're starting to know shit? So I was it. Please continue, my king. You're speaking very well. And then give us some of your experiences. Remember, that's topic number 3 there, subtopic.
No,
Continue.
you can actually continue. I was just saying that I've seen vitiligo with my own eyes, so it does exist. Or rather, actually, the pigments in the skin does exist. I don't know what causes it. But yeah, thanks.
Remember,
you can carry on.
No. You asked us that you like to process things a little bit slower, and that's fine. Doesn't mean that your intelligence or you yourself is dumb or no. It means that you just have a different frequency of receiving information and also giving information. That's fine. Thank you for listening, my brother, and thank you for being available. You're friends now with Mr. LJ. This 𝙬𝙬𝙧𝙦 also powerful, and I think we're all gonna grow and we're all gonna meet just now. Lara's Porter is coming in December, so I mean, let's go. What's up? Okay. Lara's Porter, are you back? So should I continue? Anyone got any questions on vitiligo?
We are back. Mahalo.
Togazine. That is the queen, Lara's Porter. You're always. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Spam that share, because we're gonna have a discussion over all of this. It's gonna be very heated, but heated in a good way. So now we got 2 slides left. These 2 slides, ladies and gents, I've spoken about the vitiligo. There's no way melanin can be changed. It cannot. What it does is it transduces. It also has been used in NASA, spaceships. Also, look at our solar panels. Why are our solar panels not white? Wait, what? If white was the whole power. No, I'm not saying, once again, it's not a race thing. Give us the white pigment. Why are they utilizing? Okay. Next. Let's continue to just show. Maybe we've been confused. Maybe I'm confused. We're very open to that. Okay. Here are the last two, which, sheesh. This is what trump carded me. Whoa, just wait. Hold on. Yo, Tito said Judge Koch when I saw this, yes. No jokes. I was excited. Okay. Here we go. So, okay, number one supply. Probably stock. Okay. So you got already the 1/8. Okay, cool. Read that there. This is, wow. There is different markets. There's a public market. There's a varying market. There's a chemical supply market. There's a market for growth. There's also, which they didn't put over here, there's a black market, which is where I want to end with our children. And also, this is why I don't celebrate Halloween. Those of you with children, and if you have melanated children, it's an excuse for demons to play. You think that's a mask. Some of them are just, they're actually walking. It's been like that since 2015, but 2012 was the bridge, because that's why children disappear, and they tend to disappear. Heed my words. Look at the stats. I didn't bring it on here because I don't want it to get banned. The most children disappear on the 1st of November. Why? Thokoze, please continue panel. Then let's open discussion. Let's get people on the panel, and then we'll take it from there. Otherwise, I'm done with this sick shit. Look at that market growth. Global melanin at the bottom there. Global melanin market growth is projected to grow an estimate 152.08 million in 2024 and to 300 million by 2034. Where's that 300 million going? Except for it's leaving with the many bodies disappearing, the many women, your wombs, your placentas, the young black boys, black girls, all of these trafficking things, these rings. And also, just one more thing to make you guys, even if you don't get it, but you're going to get this. There was a craze where a lot of these quote-unquote squalebrities were adopting black children from Africa. Thokoze. Wow. Laras Portal, please, and then we take it from there. Any questions are welcome. Let me change it back to our original. But you heard it first, but also you're not going to hear it last. It's been here. Thokoze. And I appreciate that, and I appreciate love everybody, and the Gentleman Nation business, all the way to 10 Mr. LJ. Also to those of you who just came through randomly, at least our frequency touched you. But this is also for the children, number one. At the bottom line is for our children. Thokoze. When you finish the Lattice Portal, swing it to the panel. As you're doing that, please, guys, get to the panel. We've got about 20 minutes for panel discussion, and then we take it from there. Thokoze.
Mahalo, Lex, for this. This is not an easy frequency to have. Conversation is a frequency, and we do honor and respect your vulnerability. Thank you for doing this, because it's definitely something that touches very close to my heart. 𝙭𝙗𝙗𝙗 iloko oko ili ameko pu'uvai. We are grateful. We are very grateful. And whoever would like to go next, go ahead and Unmute yourself, Mahalo.
Gentlemen, gents, one at a time, gentlemen. 10 Mr. LJ, Nation Business. Please, gentlemen, before we get into the major discussion, so you guys can ask, this is where you can ask anything. If you're confused,
Yeah, so
continue, sir. Continue, sir.
Thank you so
much.
Add on, to add on the adoption of African children, I want to say that that's exactly what it is. And I was actually waiting for us to get to this point so we can speak about it, because that's what it actually is.
Let's go, my king. Don't be shy, please. Thank you so much. I'm happy to at least I've awoken something. Let's go, my king. I know you got some things to teach us or tell us, or, look at the subtopics. This is now where we play with the information.
Yeah, it's really sad when it involves children, because they do not deserve that. Even though I do believe that us melanated beings were put on this earth to experience whatever that we have experienced in the past, exactly as it was. It wasn't no coincidence or something, because no one could do it better than us, Who's more better to be a slave than us, So
But also, who's better to create a civilization? Who's better to be whatever? Because we have the rhythms of whatever rhythms. Because bottom line, sine rhythm, circadian rhythm.
yeah, we do, but you have to acknowledge the other party's capabilities and strengths too, because to think about it,
the reason why I'm saying no is because to this point, what have they done except destruction? I'm just saying. We've built civilizations, and we do things like rock paintings. That's what we live. We live like, let us so cool. Oh, this is how we were doing this. Oh, nicely. But yet they just want to put in their museums, bam, take skulls.
Okay, listen,
come on. Yes, sir. I'm listening. I'm just passionate.
I'm speaking from a neutral. I'm speaking from a neutral point. I don't take no sides. Hence, I told you that I'm a thinker. So I like to think. I put myself in the other person's shoes, And all that has happened. It's sad that it involves children, but the way it happened was the way it should have happened. There's no mistake, no coincidence. So me putting myself in the other people's shoes, they were really smart.
Can I just
for lack of a better word, I'd say smart.
No. Okay, so what is smart? Okay, no. So let's break it down. Remember when we're utilizing these izispelezi or ukukhuluma. Remember, we are brought down to speak. We're not meant to speak, because speaking is able to be distorted. So when you say the word smart, what does that mean to you? I'm just asking, just quickly. You're gonna learn something today, my brother. I love it. Continue, my king. What is smart?
Can you fathom the level of intelligence, or for a lack of a better word, I'd say intelligence, to conquer the whole world like they did?
Well,
from number one, think about it. From the Caucasus.
No, I got you. No. Things I don't need to think about it. No. Before you continue, because I don't need to conquer. I know via my DNA, because I've fasted for 21. Have you fasted for 21 days plus before? Have you even done 7 days of
You were being
ufata?
defensive.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. Okay, continue, my king. I'm really not. Continue, my brother. Sorry, apologies. Let me mute myself. You continue your thought. Apologies.
Damn, now I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I've really lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Sorry. You can take over, Lex.
No, you got it. You got it. No, continue. So what you were speaking about is just in terms of these mechanisms, empilweni or like for life. How do I know what I'm saying, or where we're going with this, or how does it relate? I'm just throwing out things now because I see our fogies. Remember, you told me to be easy with you, so it's all good, brother. Because when you ask me something, I'll do it. That's what a man does. I'm just showing you, it's beyond all of the other stuff, occult and this and that and the other. A man is a man and a woman can be a woman. If you can't display that in the flesh, then in the cosmos, you don't know the divine dance of masculine and feminine within you, yourself. Because it happens. I have masculine and feminine within me, whether I know it or not. When you sleep or rest, or you take your relaxing, and you honor yourself, you clean yourself, you cut your nails, your toenails that are growing long ass, you disgusting young boy. You know, you're doing it for yourself, and you're saying, wow. Afterwards, guess what? You take your haircut, you go for haircuts, guys, you buy your car, you clean your car, but you clean your car, you can't even clean inside. What I'm saying is that's reverence. But we are showing our reverence at a place where it didn't exist, because that's replaceable. But you're not. There's only what I'm saying. Yeah, I wanna like, oh, do you want to expand? There's only one for you, brother. There's only one special man of you, and there's very special men in this world, especially men who are able to guide. Kuza. I mean, one of them is Mkhwanazi, but guess what? He's getting pushed back by deviance, because the world is led by deviance. Deviant nature is natural. As soon as you see a person, even like me, healthy, bro, on a Friday night, you see me. I put my video on, you see I'm fit. Sometimes I have my top off, boom. My hair's growing nicely. I just had a, cut, boom. I'm drinking water. Maybe I might have some little bit, some herbs, smoke some Zolo, But I'm connected though. I'm not disconnected from my reality. And also I'm not trying to be what I'm not. If I don't have any money to get whatever, guess what? I'll go into the forest. I know where to get whatever I need to get to. I know 3, 4, 5 days. No electricity. No checkers. No pick and pays. No blah blah. Bottom line, I know where to go. Even in the city. Scary hours. Mara, this is where we are headed. Everybody must wake up to themselves, my brother. And this is why I'm so grateful for you. Because you're learning as we're moving. A lot of people who don't know, once again, will block you. But like you said, I get defensive. You did say that. But if I'm feeling defensive, I would love to stop and slow down and then please explain to me where. A lot of people cannot, which means it's their own confusion, which means I was speaking the sense, because I never change sense, because I'm not senseless. I know how to go back and forth in time while I'm still here. That sounds very like Tatizi easy dwellings. You say Ngati Ingazi Shama, young tot. But I'm not, bro. It's very wild. Oh, good evening, Revive Her is in. Please, can you join the panel, Queen? We're doing the discussion now. Oh, Tiffany, oh my goodness. I told you we're about to discuss beautifully. So my kingship, if you still have any questions or if you want to just expand, but also I'm sure the next person you want to ask that same question is Mr. LJ, And then from there, we hand it to our beautiful Laras portal, who's anchoring some beautiful energy from Maui, Hawaii. Tokozin. Tokozin. Shout out to the people in the back as well. Please spam those likes, guys. Thank you. Remember, it's higher conscious, but it's not racism, please. If it is, if you think it is, please learn yourself. Shout out to everybody. Let's continue. Let me put myself on my mute. Holla if you need me. Nation business, 10 Mr. LJ. Nation, do you want to, before our brother takes over there? Who cares, love? Kel. Who can't Kel? Sasuka. Are you still there?
It's up here now.
Oh, thank you so much. Just give us maybe 30 seconds to 1 minute of our young man over here. Not young as in child, but young as in terms of this information going into him, and just getting bamboozled with stuff which you thought was truth, and then Ngati, I was lied to.
I think we moving in the right direction, and exposing and being real. Obviously, words, they don't. The words are pointers to what is there, but like when you hear the word banana, you connect the word with the actual thing. But banana, the thing by itself, in itself, is what it is. It is that. And when you are aware that you are able to see that without the word banana, banana only interprets that which you see. And it is linked with that name. But the thing, you can hold it without using that name because it is that. So trying to bring this simplicity as we communicate, that words at certain times cannot explain. They are just pointers, but we need to look at what is there.
Togozin. Yo, 10 Mr. LJ. Kingship. Let me ask you to just mute, because guess what? Is that Tiffany in the building? Oh, Tiffany, Miss Francale. Togozini. She's actually, funny enough, she's from South Africa, but she's going through a lot of things, but becoming more powerful. How are the children? How are you? You well, just say yes or no. And then also, Laras Portal, you guys are going to continue. And then at least there's ladies on the panel for once. Y'all are not scared. We're the darker ladies. But ladies, please continue. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Tiffany. You're amazing.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back. I've just been in the mountains. I got back last night. I was in some of the most beautiful mountains I've ever been in. So it's good to be back. And lovely to hear you as always. So thank you.
And Naila?
Aloha. I had to relocate because we're in a windstorm over here. My goodness. We have assistance in the movement of the solar energy frequency plasma. Welcome, Sister Tiffany. Long time no see. Welcome back from the mountains. Mahalo for being here today.
Thank you.
Actually, sorry, ladies. I just wanted to say that because remember, it was also my thing. Well, not my thing. It's our thing. This melanin costs more than on the stock market, right? The price of gold. Cool. But why they targeting the children? But also, I would love, Sister Tiffany to speak about her experiences when she was in Mzansi, with the whole thing. And then also, why do many melanated children disappear? But also, especially around this time of what we call Halloween, but also on the 1st of November, worldwide, you guys can research it, the most children disappear. Why? And where do they go?
I think there's many reasons, right? There's many multiple horrible purposes for why they're doing what they're doing. I think we have to start macro, which is number one, is by lowering the vibration of the collective. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, my daughter just told me she's going to love you too. Sorry, she's playing with her friends. Just let me know.
I know, Togozi, we love you, baby. No, she's very safe. We love you, baby. I think she knows Guti Baba Lex is available. Yes. Togozi, always.
Your
Thank you so
spirit
much.
of protecting children, yes. But going back to the macro aspect is it's a vibrational frequency attack on our collective. And right now, all the stops are being pulled out. I actually went to Crestone, Colorado, and it's a prophesied place by the Hopi people as well as many others. So the land was actually owned by Osama bin Laden's uncle. And then Charles Schwab got involved. And then this beautiful mountain range, which is called the blood of Christ, if you were to convert it. And this woman was Hannah was the wife of a diplomat, and she's in her 80s and the most amazing woman. She gave $20 million worth of property to ashrams, and she divided it between different groups from around the world. So the Japanese Meishung, the guy who started Aikido, and they have talked about this. This is something that came up. So it's very interesting. But on a macro scale, we are right now at a very, very important time because the collective is rising. There's a lot of attack on our whole collective frequency. And one of the biggest things that has been a target, not just for hundreds of years, but for thousands and thousands of years, is African children. And Credo Mutwa talked to us about the gold, and we need to listen to our forefathers about what is really going on, because taking gold out of this earth is actually stealing. It's stealing from our alchemical core, our creation core, that is the alchemical bliss created of the beings and the matter that was there. It's alchemized matter. It's a frequency and it's a magnet because it's metal. And we know that it's a magnetic planet, right? That has a north and a south pole. So if we actually take the gold from inside of the earth, okay, and this will connect to the children, but I'll get to that in a minute. When we take the gold out of the earth and take it off planet, and it's a core metallic being, really, we're actually pulling it off of its orbit. I had a vision of this back
or orbit. That's why they say iron ore, gold ore, or orbit. Continue.
Yeah. On. So they're pulling the core of our alchemized sacred ancient knowledge. The value of gold is very powerful, but it's more of a vibrational frequency, and it's more powerful in our planet than on the hands of people. And here's another thing. They're telling us buy gold chains, buy chains. It's actually a joke on us. They're actually making fun of the fact that we are chaining ourselves with the enslavement system that they have created. And Credo Mutwa said to us why that we were split into the beings that we are, why we were messed with, why we were downgraded to be enslaved, to take our own gold, our own history, our own alchemy of all of our beings and our history, and take it away and give it to another planet. and pull us into a lower frequency. And it affected Earth's ascended state of consciousness. Now, where's the most gold in the world? Africa. Why? Because it's the most powerful place in history. It is the origin of all humans. It is the origin of the original creation story of how we came to be from light beings into physical beings. Thanks to Creator Mutwa, who taught us this knowledge at great cost to him, because he was told by his elders to keep everything secret for thousands of years. But because of him, Indaba, my children, he took the risk. And it wasn't just for the Zulus. It was for every tribe he initiated with across Africa, that he decided to share this wisdom with us, the children. And what we do with it, with the sacrifices he makes, is very important.
Finish off your last
Now,
part.
taking this back to the children and melanin
Finish
and
off your last
gold
part,
and
please.
alchemy, that is why there is an attack on Africa. That is why there's an attack on African children. They're more melanated. That is why there's an attack on the economy, the vibration, and the source core of our planet through Africa. That's all I'll say for now, because I've talked enough.
Tiffany. Whoa, listen, Tiffany. Wait, where's these handles? Every time I just put on my voice now, it switches off my handles. But listen, this is for you. No, one more game, man. Hey, sis. Hey, move along. You heard exactly. Credo Umutra spoke it first. He did what you call our Nancy, the southern hemisphere, but there's more than that. He spoke about more. You know, Chitahuri, easy normal, Ogui but also different our peoples, they call it Nomo or Nomana, but also you can call some other women, their names are Norma. Okay? Norma is not normal. You see, but also wow. She tapped into all of our places, and I know who wants to speak here. Tell Mr. LJ, hey, you look at the skin color, it doesn't matter. Remember, some beings are able to tan easier than others. There's another thing which I wanted to put over here. It's called melanotan. Melanotan 2. Okay? I'm sure you're aware of this, Tiffany, and also Anela. Okay? So let me just put it up. It's called melanotan 2. When I used to train in terms of just fitness, but before fitness, I used to be a semi-pro. Cool. It's not about me. But what I'm saying is that is the level of chaps that I was around, is the reason why I said that. So these people used to take PEDs, physical enhancing drugs. This is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Physical or performance enhancing DRUGSs. Okay? Physical or performance enhancing DURGSs. PEDs. PED. So when they say that guy's on PEDs or PEDs, you know what he's saying. My father also used to play professional. Cool. Stories for different days, but if you know it's just go to my YouTube channel. You will find out. I'm an open book because I'm not corrupt. I'm Kwanazi, shout out. Shout out. So let me just show you this, guys. This, wow. So, which one is it? I just want to find the one that it is. That's one about MJ. Sorry, guys, just give me a second. I'm just rolling through these because sometimes TikTok didn't allow me just to allow this just to flow as I am liquid. So this one, Melanotan 2. Can you see that, guys? All right. Who would love to read that? From the ladies, not the gentlemen. The gentlemen will speak after.
I'll read it.
Thank you so much.
Melanotan 2 is a synthetic analog of the peptide hormone, a melanocyte-stimulating hormone that stimulates melanogenesis to facilitate tanning. Oh my goodness. It may also increase arousal. I can't say the other word. It's a band. Anyway, it was developed as a successor to melanotyde. Okay, an FDA-approved drug operating. How do
Pheomelin,
you say that? Say
pheomelin. Yeah, no, no, don't stress, don't stress. Pheomelin, melanotyde, pheomelin.
Anyway,
So
that word.
pheomelin, melanotyde, or utilize whatever accent you have. Beautiful Laras Portal. Continue. So run that back again. Okay, you know what? You said that once. Please, Sister Tiff, can you please read that thing, please, also for just one time? And I'm sure you know someone between the two of you that have taken Melanotan too in your lifetime. They might be bodybuilders or shapeshifters, or I don't know. Take us in.
All right.
Continue.
I wasn't finished reading it, but go ahead,
Sorry,
Tiffany. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think reading it 3 times we tend to remember. They do actually have people take those supplements, and they're selling it like hotcakes all over the US. Is a tanning supplement or dropper. So this is very interesting. But I think there was some playback when you were reading. Do you want to just read it again, Lighthouse?
Sure. Yeah. As I said, I'm sorry. I'm having a
No,
bit
it's
of
okay.
happening here.
Go
So
ahead.
if it's not audible, I can just keep myself muted.
It is now. So
You sound absolutely stunning. Please.
Okay. So we have melanotan 2, which is a synthetic analog of the peptide hormone, 𝑎-melanocyte, which stimulates the hormone that stimulates melanogenesis to facilitate tanning. Okay, so I'm just going to interject for just a moment because I used to work at a day spa, and one of the most frequent things that people like to book was a tan, a spray tan, if you will.
Scooping people's extra skins and things. Okay.
And so the ingredients in there, one of the ingredients in there, because I'm an ingredient girl and I like to read labels. Guess what the ingredient was? Take a wild guess, Lex. Just a wild guess. Natural. It just said natural.
No. Just ask me the question one more time, because we can do this in real time if you want me to just.
The ingredient in the spray tan. They weren't honest about it. It just said natural chemical.
Melanin.
Which I was like,
Melanin. Natural melanin.
Yep,
Or melatonin,
exactly.
sorry. They call it tonin. Just you got some melatonin. You want some melatonin, because there's a lot of those kind of drugs, right? Anyway, continue, sorry. Let me not interrupt, sorry.
So then it's developed as a successor to what they called melanotyde. Melanotyde. I don't even know how to say that still. It's just so awkward. Anyway, an FDA-approved drug that was operating through a similar pathway. So, yeah, we're going to see that ingredient may or may not be listed in these tanning products based on how honest they are, which we know how that goes. My goodness. Anyway, go ahead, Tiffany. It's you, girl.
do you want me to reread it, or should we just discuss?
Yeah, read it again.
Okay. Oh, it's gone. Not meant to be.
Oh, all right. Just go ahead and you can just go from there. How you've seen maybe this in you've seen it, I'm sure. You've seen it in wherever you've seen it as a woman.
Yeah, I've been seeing in the last year just it popping up everywhere, gummies and even the liquid. So they're selling it. It's a multi-million-dollar industry. And it's actually probably a multi-billion-dollar industry, tanning overall, but it's a multi-million-dollar industry that people are purchasing these gummies and drinks to essentially appear darker. So how could that be occurring in the body naturally if what we're putting in seems, this is an interesting conversation. This is cutting edge, because I never put two and was like, that's weird, but now I'm like, wow, are they harvesting this illegally? Because that's concerning.
Yes, let me interject. Has been an illegal harvest. Absolutely.
From
And
people?
it's disgusting.
from people.
Our placentas, anyone who's given birth in the hospital, our placenta was stolen for their research, quote unquote, which is really a harvesting of the stem cells for them to do whatever they want with them. And they rated the U.S. placentas worth upwards of $20,000 a piece. Yet they charge us to give birth in the hospital. Excuse me? Excuse me? What? So that alone is just mortifying to me. I just found that out recently, and this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. We do not consent to any interruption. 𝙒𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙚. Anyway, yeah, wow. Was I offended? Just slightly. Very upsetting. Like, I had to be like, okay, we're practicing not being triggered. Like, what can we actually do about this? What is the solution, right? The solution.
Then we've got Burkina Faso making sure that no one has to pay for childbirth, and that's a third world country making it happen, but we can't apparently in America or in other countries in the world because why? Corruption. And it's over $20,000 a placenta. They sell them in bulk. So is this where they're sourcing the melanin from?
It's one of the spaces and places, yes, correct. And also it's sourced from fear, which is another energetic vacuum, as you know, unfortunately.
Wow. And the scary thing is that by the time it makes it to even the manufacturers and distribution people, the supply chain has been so adulterated that to trace back where they're getting it from would be that would be really interesting. Does anyone know about this?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Tiffany, this is why I loved you to be here. But guess what? Everything will attune itself. Thank you. My book is physically going to be available in just a few moons. And I'm grateful because these moons are just a beautiful cycle. That cycle is going to be something which is amazing, which we're able to witness. And this is that fitness. And I'm so grateful once again to the Lighthouse Portal, all the way from 𝘼𝙖𝙗𝙖, and also to Tiffany, okay, all the way from the Americas. I'm not going to say where because that doesn't matter, okay, and also originally from South Africa. Wow, it's amazing, but very cultured, and also knows what melanin is, and hence why is able to speak on him. You see? So now, ask that question again, please. And then 10 Mr. LJ, listen, Bafo, I need to give him just 3 minutes because 10 Mr. LJ can give some of the, because now it's an international audience. So he can give the tribal aspect, but also the aspect from a melanated being. And then also from saying thank you for recognizing, because don't wait till you get to be burnt at the stake, or you get locked up, or you get chains on you, just like everyone else, which we've been doing, till to say, oh, I'm sorry, actually, I was meant to. Listen, Fauci, got you. Bill Gates, got you. The hipster, got you. Everybody got him. It's a matter of time, because you have to stand the test of time. But when you become in your health because of melanin, you can, what you call, unlock DNA genes, which I'll speak about after we get after, as we're entering the solutions. Took us in. Ask that question again, please, Queen Sister Tiffany, please, and ask it with vigor for the people in the back. Please, man. Please,
So
man.
I would like to know the source of the melanin that they're putting in these products, and if anyone's traced it back to where they're getting it from.
Whoa. You see, things are now glitching. I didn't even press that. I'm going back to this. What? Are you crazy?
We have to follow the money trail, Tiffany. Remember, that was their why, because they're fucking
Nah,
greedy, right?
that's basic. No, that's no,
It's just the
no,
beginning.
no.
The big money.
See, that's
the
the
money's the
no,
end.
that's the you see pyramid, fire in the middle. Everything's built off a pyramid. Hence why the major what you call arcanum is the funding, right? The paper money, the money that you use, the $1 bill. Check the back of the dollar bill. It has all of the details of their whole design. If you're able to just sit down and breathe. There's also children and beings who are able to close their eyes in 0 point darkness. I've been doing this, where you can stand up and walk. That's why people are like, why didn't you have any lights in your place? It's because I can see without him. It's things which aren't, for example, that's just one. Okay, so, okay, continue. Someone wants to speak. I just heard something. Continue. Continue. Please speak.
Oh no, that was on accident. It's lightning fingers. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, that was your jingle bell. That was your rainbow lightning. Okay, queen. Okay, rainbow lightning queen. That's all good.
Wow.
Thank you so much. No, yeah, because also you have a beautiful sister where I love you. Y'all are bouncing beautiful. I can feel it. That's whoop 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 whoop. Anyway, let's continue and let's keep it flowing because, wow. Okay, so as you can see over there, earlier, the reason why to answer our sister Tiffany's question is that where they getting maybe grams of melanin, and what does melanin look like, and where does it come from? Oh wow. These questions to me, being like me, beautiful. Wow. Because nobody's willing to either ask them or they don't even know how to get there. You asking, no, you're lying. You still jousting with yourself. Instead of watching what's taking place. What month are we in? This is why we made this happen now. We're in a month where children disappear the most. Why? But it tends to be children of a melanated nature. I'm not going to ask you to look at the stats now because just as we are answering the question, the rest of those of you who have any retorts, please. I'm sure there's spaces on the panel. We can take it from there. Let me not do soliloquies. That tea is beautiful. That's ginger, mulberry, clove, lemon, and a little bit, what is that? A little bit sweetener. Maple. Cool. So now children disappear because they are the most sweetest things to happen to you. Any being that's was a fuck shit before they've had a child, they tend to become a better being. Why? Because a child shows you that life is more than just you. Remember, even without a child, you are already still a childlike being, not childish. So the childish nature is what's switched on via what we are, switched on when we enter. We enter as a soul eternal. You enter into a new mind, therefore new body. That's fresh. On tap, you get inoculated. Inoculations, shots, 15 maybe, minimum, especially after, let's say 1990, the 80s, 70s, or the 60s, when it was the beautiful, the flower power movement, when they started to slap LSD wire. Everybody was hitting plant medicines, and the people that's bees, or the powers that used to be, were like, we cannot control this, because they're now starting to see that you can be yourself and live life and be happy without having to do a 9 to 5 or do a control mechanism. But let's build a cities where there is where you must go. I mean, pre-1994, eMzansi in South Africa, everyone was like, oh, we see a 𝑎𝑒𝑔oli. We used to call it 𝑎𝑒𝑔oli. Yo, kilililililili, the women yeleleying over there, the guys bashai yiku, you know. And we're going to the land of gold, in the city, to build for life for our children, and everyone is going to be better. To the expense of who? Those who are darkest in nature. I'm not going to say any of those languages because they're going to blow my mind. The south, Bati inzalo yelanga, the place where the sun is birthed. Impumalanga, that literally means where the sun exits, like where it comes through. Hello, there's a place called God's window there. Even the colonizers could not stop it. They had to still name it something close because they were like, nah, the stuff that's permeating from here, and also after we did what we got to do, 𝙒𝙀𝙝 and blah, blah, blah. Wow. And then the reason why it becomes dust and it becomes a product is because of all of these iterations of what you call great extinctions. So you extinct different iterations of beings. Those of you who are in a vessel, what you call more Caucasoid, Mexican, maybe a Bati Kalat, maybe whatever, maybe not the recent like splices, the recent mixes, but those ones from there, especially Europeans, Mongoloids, especially if you tie to Neanderthal, those of you who do meat only, if you can do meat only, like raw meat, bro, I got news for you. You don't belong on this planet. If you can do meat only, like raw, I don't know if you guys have seen that thing. That is, you see, this is where you can see the separation. If you can do only fruits and vegetable, raw, I got news for you. The sun is for you. And then you go further, you go into breatharianism. But if you're eating meat, that means you are still sacrificial. So we've also, in our traditions, Tina, of melanated beings or tradition, have been bastardized, and our melanin has been compromised. For sure, those ones will also fall. So it's not to mean that just that you are a melanated being in a what you call a black body, that you will survive. It means that your consciousness will thrive when you know where you are, what season it is, how to move with the seasons. You are universal in law because that's not your in-law. Lol. They took off my emojis, my laughing things. But I just want 10 Mr. LJ to just tap on that quickly, and then the ladies will continue. 10 Mr. LJ, you have 3 minutes. 𝙒𝙚𝙗𝙗, 𝙃𝙚𝙗𝙖𝙗 George Koch. I've said a mouthful. I'm sure you're gonna have to maybe just say, okay, nthatha my note. Thokozini. Thank you so much, my kingship. Thank you. Okay, finally, I got my I got my instruments back. Thokozini. 10 Mr. LJ. Sasukhona lapho, Khehla. Thank you, Reviver. Oh, Yazin, Revive, you need to jump on the panel. Let me invite you. I know you're a bit shy. That's fine. Okay, send an invite, please, 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 Queen. Thank you, guys. And also, those of you who are available, thank you so much. You see where I'm going with this? It's not about racism. It's about just figuring out who you are. And then, because everyone has an opportunity, because as soon as you know that you have a soul, you can shift it. Young Tal. So, once again, one of my beautiful I have top 3 master teachers. One of them is Dr. Delbert Blair. I've been blasting him. The next one is going to be Babu Credo Mutu. I have some things you guys haven't seen before. And I'm so grateful that Sis Tiffany, Tiffany, she was able to come through with that. And she was able to just even ask a question which most people are scared of, especially ones who look as if they may be more, less melanated than others. But it's all about your spirits and your consciousness. And this has been at display for a long time. Ladies, please.
Okay, I have something to say that this definitely resonates right with what you just said, Lex. And that is this. In your own authenticity, in your own frequency, you get to be so you that you WATERmatically, magnetically, gravitationally bring your dream life right into your reality. But not if you don't do the work and maintain it. It has to be a frequency of consistency, consistent awareness, consistent embodiment, and consistent love for your journey and yourself and your present moment. Wow, thank you. I'm done for now.
Beautiful. So 10, Mr. LJ, can you share a little bit with us about what you know about this sourcing of melanin and what's going on and how we can bring awareness to what is happening?
Kehla, 10 Mr. LJ, Kehla. Sasukon Kehl. There's one of two things that are taking place. Either he's dealing with the young ones, it's a Friday night, maybe they can't sleep, or he's fell asleep himself from being such a beautiful dad, beautiful father. Togozin. Now I witnessed this in real flesh. No, continue, Queen Tiff. If you want to continue, and then we can, remember there's subtopics there. So, ladies, please, let's play in higher realms. Purpose, passion. Let's play in higher realms. Does that make sense? or what? I don't know.
Is grounded in this frequency while accessing many others. Yes, for sure. And I think that is becoming more and more crucial now. While for me personally, I feel like the history of humanity has been hidden in Africa regarding Christos. And I went to one of the ashrams this weekend and I saw something very, I had a very powerful experience. But what I've realized is that no matter for how long this corruption's been going on, there've always been sacred ones who have held a multidimensional frequency for the planet. And I mean, sometimes it's not nice. Hey, there's Buddhist, in the Buddhist culture, when a child is born, if they are seen to be particularly special or gifted, they're taken and they spend their first 9 years of life in a cave, learning to self-mastery in darkness. And if they're extra, extra special, they get 2 of those. So till they're 16, they're living in a cave. And there's many, and we are the foot soldiers of being in the matrix while also being extremely multidimensional beings. And I think the gift of that is the ability to be the conscious observer, be in an ascended state, away from duality, not stuck in the confines of the conflict of duality and that they want us in here in the matrix. And when we see the patterns and the distortions, we quickly go to mitigate, transmute, transform, shift them. And so this is a really big conversation, because so much about African history and the truth of who we are. And the thing I was going to mention before was, Sheba took the money, the power, this knowledge to King Solomon, who had, I don't know how many wives. There was a lot of them. And Solomon's key is the Merkaba. Marhaba means welcome in Arabic. And this goes very far back to really South Africa. And Credo taught us the mother mind, and that is the upper triangle for wholeness, right? And the tribes that I know of in Africa, I would say the Zulu are known as the most fierce, strongest warriors that there are. And that's maybe because I'm biased, because I'm from South Africa, but so I can't speak for all of Africa, but from what I understand and from what many people in the world know who Shaka was, and how the lineage kind of has descended and gone to where it is. But he talked about very, very powerful things that were coming to be. And we are now those beings that are responsible for sharing this very macro level, non-dualistic consciousness, this isness, talking about the Chitawara, they have lost control. And yet at this time, we are in a war of worlds. We are in a consciousness war. And the only way to win is to awaken. Period. So it's not about what makes people uncomfortable, or is it, duality, or this side or that side. It's about returning to wholeness. And that is at the basis of Zulu creation stories, at the basis of Credo's teachings around the mother mind and integrating the mother mind. When we look at the Merkaba, if we look at Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Hindu, it doesn't matter, all of them, they all include this Merkaba of wholeness. And it all derives from, originally, the split and this understanding of this wholeness comes from Africa, in particular, I believe, South Africa. And so it's very interesting that as they, fracking or going into the earth and pulling all of these things out, they are damaging the planet. They're beating her up. They're destroying her and taking her out down to her core. And we as a people feel that everything that they do to this planet, because we are of her, we borrow this body. This body is not ours. This is Mother Earth's body. Our soul is ours. But we borrow this for a little bit and then we give it back. And what we do with it while we're here can either be conscious and constructive, or it can be unconscious and destructive. And so right now we're at a really precipice point of bringing the knowledge and bringing this awareness to people to come back to wholeness within self. And we cannot do that until we know the true history of where we come from, which is that we were downgraded, split, and I've been spending 15 years studying creation stories all over the world from many, many, many different practices. And the most ancient story is the Zulu story of how we were split to take our own gold out and give it to the same beings that are still enslaving us and are losing, and they know they're losing, but they are soul harvesting like a MF on the way out. So I don't know. I'm really excited that we're having this conversation. I think the Melanin conversation, the Christos, the true history of our people, the true history of the collective, and the beings that came later, the star beings that came later, there's been so many narratives to discuss if we look at our ancestral history, when we get into our multidimensional selves and we really look at, going back to the beginning and traveling and being there for that ride, and understanding that, from my understanding in that experience, is that we dropped in vibration. There was a lot of manipulation around this planet. It's being harvested and abused. And that there were more light beings that elected to come here to essentially raise the frequency and revive the civilizations that were destroying the planet. And so there were nefarious 𝙃𝙗𝙗 and other beings that are still operating on this planet now, but there are also beautiful light beings as well as star people who have chosen to incarnate at this time to bring this awareness and to bring everybody back to wholeness, to bring everybody back to self. And there's actually I don't know if this will work. I don't know if you guys can hear me. You can't hear me when I pull up something.
Yeah. Quebec, continue.
I have a poem called Mama Africa.
2 minutes. Let's go.
What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to actually have to send it. I might send it to my partner's phone and then and read it out. So give me a pause for a second and yeah.
Mic check. So please start that again. Please start that again.
So I'm just pulling something up and I'm going to have to close out of here for 2 seconds to send it to a different device so I can read it while being on the live. But I feel like this is a very appropriate time to share. I meditated and I had such a powerful experience. I had gone to the 𝙒𝙗𝙗𝙗 mountain range a few years ago and spent quite a few months there and just tuning into the motherland. And anyway, a few years ago, I wrote this, this poem, this prophecy poem about Africa. And I feel like it's a very good time to share. So if you can bear with me one moment, I will pull it up.
No stress at all. Not a stress at all. 𝙃𝙗𝙖𝙗. Thank you so much to everyone who's joined. Wow, we've reached 8.8. 8.8. That is that's luck. If you turn those two on the side, that makes a 16 for your 7. That's more luck. I don't know, but guess what? We make our own luck because this is the time to be alive. I mean, wow. Revive her. Tiffany is, she's a lesser melanated being and she's teaching you more about 𝙒𝙗𝙗. She'll teach you more, but let me not hold her. After that, we're gonna get also the final messages from Lara's portal, and then from 10 Mr. LJ if he's still available, and then from myself, so that we can keep this, so we can send it back on the live for people to watch us on a replay. 𝙃𝙗𝙗𝙗 one more time. I just want to say thank you to everybody on the panel and also share in the comments. You guys are amazing. Tiffany, please take it away. Oops.
Okay.
There we go.
Here we go. They found me, dug me out, put many a great hole to call me out, emptied me as much as my core could allow, permeated my golden center, rinsing me dry of the richness I contain. Regardless, in my spirit, I feel it here, emanating, under sun and moon, undeniable though. I crumble and they shed blood in the name of my false treasures next to the true diamond I am. The idea of losing myself entirely from that which seeks to destroy me, destroying my sacred landscape, my heritage, my peace, my power, my history created, robbed and maimed in the name of a God which has never decreed sacrilege. And yet I will never be gone. As long as earth honors my ancient roots, I live and breathe as a bountiful supply waiting for the icy rivers to caress my desert's dry and aching lips once again. Soon my people will be restored, and our peak has yet to be seen, for our ancient civilizations excelled beyond compare. One moment. One day, when truth be told, we will all congregate in the celebration of the beauty that I am. If those who wish to hollow me out and kill my people for superficial reasons, those who wish to remain out of alignment with my divine heritage, the stars and our magnetic core of ancient wisdom, so long as they don't end us all with the grenade the size of their concept of the cosmos and their selfish, nasty grins. What they forgot was Earth was Christed long before their sins, and from where we came is where we return, and to whom will be decided when we honor our true core, the core of us all. Never underestimate the mother of all mankind. I am Mama Africa, mother of all women and secret to origin. Without my belly, what of this earth plane? For my treasures are many unknown. They lie deep within for those whom know the deepest love. They are to be the only ones I shall allow in and through my sacred passages. My brothers and sisters will one day align if we get the greedy grins from covering our true destiny, our holy light. Take me against my will, and your demise will be assured. Oh, there's more, but it didn't all get sent, so one moment. The rest was
Tiffany.
seeing the bread.
No, no, no.
frying
Whoa, whoa,
peas.
whoa. No, 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 no. I'm gonna ask you to stop the rest of that because that's gonna become an art of work. Because what
Thank
you've
you.
done there is helping and assisting a lot of young, maybe black girls, or you know, any other, basis of, but at the same time, there's no time. Okay, there's a lot of diminishing birth rates. Let's speak the matters of the truths. There's things which are taking place. At the end of the day, we are moving towards a different space and a place, spiritually first, then mentally, and then it will manifest physically. Hence why a lot of people in 25 are awakening after 20 already happened. This spiritually is already taken place. So what do you think, or where do we feel, or where do you feel yourself will be with all of these wild shifts? Don't worry about the shaking of the bridge. Who's shaking the bridge? It's definitely not you. But you are the person who need to look down and see, all right, are my feet planted? Nope. Or am I upside down? Maybe. And this is what Melanin is able to help you with. This is why they do all of they got to do, and they put it in powders, and it's not a thing anymore. And that's fine. And that's not the aim of the matter. The aim of the matter is know your own self and become your best version of yourself. And once again, this is not just a promo of my book. Of course it is. Duh! Because of course TikTok won't allow this kind of chat. No ways. I get banned on the regular, and that's fine. Okay? And so do a lot of people on the panel and everyone else, because we're not unique. It's us becoming together. It's easy to come together amongst nothing, amongst dust, amongst the detriment of our children. But it's very difficult for us to come together when we like saying, now, all right, you know what? Let me honor the child like me, which therefore means that the children around me are better than me. That's a leader masculine trait. Hence why households today, this is a stat. Single households, whether it's single mums or single dads, whether you like this or not, the children with single fathers have more direction versus the ones with single mothers. That's what we not want. That's not what we're going for. We're going for common unity, which is a community, which means that you have a function, I have a function. I'm good at this, you're good at that. Let's put that together. How does that sound? It sounds like melanin transducing all of these types of frequencies, not just coming from our solar. Even you guys call it NASA. Just research there on Google. It's a Hebrew word for detection. So NASA giving us a lot of decisions I love it. You know, how does it go? Do you want to sing it first? Who knows the first chord? Is that the one? Space might be the first frontier, but it's made in a haunted basement. Yep. Whoops. Simple. Now they're bringing out even more brazier things. People are getting picked up, but also it's getting shaded by the sun. A lot of people try to block the sun. Why? In the 70s, even pre that, they used to slather themselves with oil and get in the sun and want to get brown. Getting brown, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger, he was a champion in the hood because he was darker on the stage. He splashed stuff on himself to make him look darker so his muscles can pop. Wow. 10 Mr. LJ usasukona Kehla before we exit, so that this can be in a respectable in terms of space. And then I feel like the rest of us, the ladies, we want to go live and just continue on the other side. 10
I'm
Mr. LJ? Okay, so 10 Mr. LJ is not available. Tiffany, would you like to have your closing ones? I know that was a bit funny. And then we're just going to close up. I know you have a few things to say. Let me give you about a minute, okay? Then pass it to the Lighthouse Portal for our final. I know it's some beautiful things from Hawaii, which we're very connected to the waters, the inner earth waters, which we'll talk about in private between the three of us. Thank you so much. Thokozini. So excited for life. Please be excited for life, everybody. Thokozini. Take it away, Tiff. Take it away, Tiffany.
Thank you so much for this enlightening conversation, because it's not something I even thought about the source of in all of these products, and you've really opened my mind. So I just want to say thank you. It's connecting a lot of dots for me. And yeah, just thank you for holding space and bringing awareness. You know, you're both amazing. You and Anela both just incredible humans, and I'm just grateful to be a part of the conversation. So thank you very much for having me.
Mahalo. Well, this has been a beautiful frequentation and quite necessary, and definitely touching. In closing, I would like to just say thank you for each of you for your presence, the thoughts and things that you know, keeping us in quantum reference with your library, allowing us to live in the present moment, and knowing that the plants and the elements and the beautiful green earth upon which we live gives us all we need at any given moment to know. And we don't have to search outside of ourselves. It's available in each breath. So in having reverence for where we are right now, ili ele ele kilo kilo, dark skin is magic. I honor the melanin in each one of you and in myself. Aia kala iloko o kau ili ameko pu'uvai. Kapu oka la loko oka pu'uvai. Mahalo.
Cause I've been thinking about you, you love, love, love. I've been thinking about you, you love, love, love. I've been thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Okay. Let me stop. You need to think about you, not just so far. Think about you in. Go within. Go within means not just doing breath work, not just meditating. It means separating yourself from that people, places, things which don't give you the highest version of yourself in every now. Not tomorrow, not yesterday. Don't worry about that. That's depression. You need deep resting. Don't worry about fixing tomorrow because that means you anxiety. You're trying to fix what you don't know. That means you thinking. Don't think, just be. That's what honeys do, right? Or they call them bees or honeys. Honeys make bees, or do bees make honey? Just like all of y'all. With that being said, I definitely go by Baba Lex. One more time, please. For my panel, for the people in the back, this will go on the replay at Lex Stays Liquid. Also, my book is coming out in the physical flesh. Pre-order still available in the link. Thokozine to my panel, the Lighthouse Portal, 10 Mr. LJ. Thank you to Nation Business and also the beautiful Tiffany. And also to everybody who contributed. Let's say Revive Her. Let's say to also Sis. Is it? Oops. Let me not just let me mention myself. Thank you to me for holding space, because it takes a lot of energy. No, wait. It takes a lot of inner chi. Remain blissful, please. Always stay liquid.